What up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. How we doing on the audio? Let's check it. But yeah, overall, Bitcoin up on the screen. 12-hour. Approaching down-sloping trendline resistance, as you can see here, right? Yeah, that does look kind of scary, huh? So, okay, all right, ultimately we have our X low point, right? We have our stop. You can see our stop in red here, right? So below the X low point, our stop 36666, right? Stop below the X low, we had the XA initial impulse up, right? B rallied down, we sold off 6.42% of the way back down, okay? Put in the B. Rallied back up. C was irrelevant as long as it was between the 382 and the 886. So looking at that from the A high to the B low, was it between the 382 and the 886? Yes, it was. It was right here at about the 618, right? 592. Okay, so C point was in. We're now looking for our D, right? And we did get a pretty good 886 here, almost reaction, okay? The only scary thing is we didn't actually get the 886, right? So if we fib this again, let's even use a magnet on it. So we'll put the magnet on the low, and we'll put the magnet on the high, and there's nothing we could do to alter that. And you will see, let's zoom in, let's bring it in. I'm going to delete this out of our way. Okay, so let's zoom in even further, little further. I'm going to delete this harmonic real quick. All right, there we go. So here was our low. 39,575, okay? So here's what I mean. We never quite got to that 886 level, right? So, man, I don't know that it would do it, but one more little dip down just to sweep those lows, hit that 886, and then, you know, onto Valhalla. I don't know, but if now that you know what we're looking at here, okay, I'm going to zoom back out. And let's just mark the 886, okay? We'll just mark that level. And we'll get rid of the fib. So it would be like a partial decline, right? Almost like, so if you're looking at this big wedge, right? If you look at this big falling wedge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 touch points now. So then you get this partial decline, put in this double bottom here, breakout, back test, and then just absolutely run. That's one option. Of course, the other option is we just come out of it right now, right? So those are your two scenarios. Reject here, partial decline. Don't go all the way to the bottom again, right? Don't go all the way to the bottom, but only a partial decline to the bottom. Ultimately, you know, sweeping those lows slightly, you would figure, just to do it, right? I mean, that's what price does. If people had a stop on a short, it would be above here, right? So if I was going to go back out, I would stop them out just above the high, right? Not below the high. So that's just an option, okay? So of course, like I said, we could just break out right now, right? So those are the two things we have in store, and you are at a very critical area right now, okay? So very critical area. So you would figure you're either going to break out now, right? You have nowhere left to go but break out. So you're either going to break out right now, or you're going to reject and partial decline, okay? So that's Bitcoin. let's zoom out a bit, okay? Let's zoom out a bit, and I want to look at two things here. So one is going to be this previous high from January 8th, way back here, okay? See this high? And then another critical point we have is this low right here. So that area, like, you know, what was once previous resistance became support, critical rejection there, and a critical rally at that same point. You basically fell through it, back tested it as resistance here, sold off, and you pretty much back tested it again as resistance right here, right? So even here, like, it's been a very, very respectful area of support resistance. Okay, so now let's zoom back in and look where we are right now. Okay, so this basically in the past 24 hours we had this massive engulfing candle right to the upside, which in one candle went from 41.4 all the way to 43.8. So massive engulfing candle there, right? But still, look, we have this high, lower high, and still, right? Still, we have not been able to breach these, you know, local highs, right? So if we're gonna do anything, we gotta break out, and you figure you sweep them both because they're so close to each other, and then maybe you come all the way back down and back test the high again. I mean the support resistance area, right? This critical area again. And then you rally, right? That's kind of like scenario one, right? And then scenario two, we'll draw it in yellow. Scenario two, we'll draw in yellow. I'll change it right now. So this would be scenario two, okay? And on scenario number two, this is where we sweep this low again, right? This one right here. So this is where we'd be concerned with, and that's probably where we would get that 38.1 that we've kind of, you know, always been wondering about. So that's how you would get there, all right? Or in white, you just break out right now. Okay, two scenarios for Bitcoin currently. Clean it up. All right. Zooming back out here. Yeah, I don't know if it's pretty much, I mean, all we got at the moment, right? It's really good that we haven't lost these lows. So if we get back there again, you figure you're going to lose all of it, right? Because it's just that it's been tested too much, right? When you test it that much and you go back there again, that's going to be scary, okay? We do not really want to see that, all right? We need to now just start breaching these highs, all right? That would be a much, much better scenario than testing those lows, right? Okay, let's move on. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart. So again, we have this on a higher time frame here, the 3-day. So so nothing's really changed as far as this goes because it's so high time frame here. That being said, I mean, Bitcoin could bounce around and even test another little low, and it would barely even look like anything, and that could take all week, right? So this is just something to be aware of, right? Eventually we're going to see this. I mean, it's going to be amazing if we don't, right? I would be shocked if these just get swept and we sell off, right? I would be shocked to see this scenario, right? Odds are that's more what we have in store, okay? Bitcoin taking over some dominance from the rest of the market, okay? Moving back on to total, we checked this last stream. And we said that we had a bearish shark, okay? X, A, B, C, D, 886. You reversed 50% of the way, morphed into a bullish 5-0, and now we're heading back to test the highs again, okay? 2.344 trillion is back in store, so we would like to add to the total market cap, okay? Add to the total market cap. Bring it in. ETH. Okay, check this out. Again, just like on Bitcoin, ETH is above a critical level as well, right? So, yeah, we looked at that on Bitcoin. Sorry. Let me, we looked at that on Bitcoin, and you can see the critical level right here, right? So now let's go back to ETH, and you could see the same critical level. I mean, bad mark. We have it marked in yellow, all right? Look at the yellow line. Look at the yellow line, okay? That's what we're looking at. And you could see that was the previous A and C high was basically at that same level. Previous kind of what was once resistance now became support here, right? And now we fell through it again, right? And now we're looking to get back above it. So critical that we finally get back above here in order to have continuation to the upside. ETH BTC. ETH BTC. Yeah, just starting to play out really. Look, I mean, we haven't really moved much on this. We need to get back above this 50% area, okay? Back above the 60 to get really bullish. We have 3x bullish divergence right here. Ultimately, right now, all we've kind of done is painted a low and what appears to now be a higher low, okay? So, yeah, I mean, plenty of room to run. Nothing's like diverging bearishly here. I mean, you could say, I guess, that we're painting some hidden bearish divergence to be aware of, I guess. That'd be the only thing scary here. So we need to invalidate that. And this hasn't turned red yet, okay? So we can still put in another, green island here and invalidate it by creating some sort of convergence, right? And that would ideally like probably sweep these highs too and put in a higher low finally. Or a higher high, excuse me, put in a higher high. So yeah, something to keep an eye on is this hidden bearish divergence on ETH. Litecoin looking again just like Bitcoin and ETH at a critical level, right? That we've had marked. Look at this, how critical this was looking back to the left here. Okay, pinpoint right on the bottom of this, right at pinpoint, right? And now over here, you really reacted at that same level and are attempting to kind of break out of it. But if you look at the downsloping trend line, minus the Walmart wick, you can see that we're breaking out of it. So definitely at a critical area for Litecoin. Let's zoom in a little bit on that. So you can see this falling wedge, and you could see this break, back test, and now going, right? Follow through price action. So this is good, what you want to see on Litecoin. And then, of course, zooming out, right? That just represents our C anchor point in our X, A, B, C, D pattern, right? So yeah, Litecoin looks like it wants to send. It's up 5.6% on the day. So yeah, like to see that. Interesting. Okay, so Litecoin looking good here. Sorry, move this. Litecoin looking good here. I mean, look, we got a 732. The worst thing that happens here is this goes to a 786, which is like right here, okay? And maybe you get a little bit of a break and still another back test of this, and then you go. I mean, this would not be a big deal, but that's kind of like your worst case scenario there on Litecoin. So I guess watch for that, but I mean, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. It's such a small move. Unless you're, you know, at extremely high leverage, that shouldn't affect you. So again, right, the importance of not over positioning or over leveraging on a trade, because you have no freedom for the trade to breathe, right? You got to let it breathe. All right, AVE. So we're still in the buy zone. Here was the buy zone, right? And it looks like you're attempting to get out of it at this point. You got as low as right down here, actually, about 250. So psychological round number, 250 was the buy zone low. Okay, let me mark it like this, a little better. So 250 was the buy zone low. We need a break above these local highs just to get anything started, right? That's where we have this. It'd be good to break above them. Maybe hit this little square up looking left, right? And then back test these previous highs as support and then rally. Ultimately, you know, we're looking for some deeper, much deeper targets up in the 550 to 600 area. And right now we're currently sitting at 275. Bitcoin Cash, same thing. You dipped into that buy zone, painted, you know, this initial low back here, right? So you had a low, a lower low, a lower low, and now finally a higher low. Okay, so momentum shifting price action structure that could get parabolic. Okay. The banana reversal pattern. Mansa Godson's banana reversal. Okay. BCH, shitcoin, Roger Ver coin, whatever. Still gonna pump. Again, like, I mean, what do you want to do? We could do this. We could hide the watermark. Is that better? Now we don't know what it is. See that? We don't care anymore that it's Roger Ver, shitcoin, deluxe, Bitcoin Cash, the next world reserve currency, right? We don't care about any of that garbage. All we care about is momentum shifting price action structure, parabolic moves, right? Something like that. See that anchor point? See that parabolicness? See that dragon tail, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see it. Well, let me show you. X, A, B, C, D. Okay. So, yeah. Interesting, right? Deep retrace type stuff on Bitcoin Cash. Do you guys want the ticker in the back? I think I have to put it back because you guys won't know what asset we're on for real, right? So there you go. Bitcoin Cash. Shitcoin Cash. All right, moving along. 12 hours of time frame. H12, sir. Okay, this was SOL, Solana, with the, basically with the bullish shark, right? That this became the long entry here of the shark, the 113. And then you're going to send it 50% of the way up, right? So let me clean this up for you. Sorry. Okay, so we're looking to send this 50% of the way up. ideally we would double top right here. You would enter into a short position. We would sell back off. Okay. Let me do something better here. Boom. And would you like to see a lower high or a higher low? Either way, it doesn't matter. Let's just say it's like this. And then we end up here, okay? And then you're going to end up with like, you know, X, A. It'd be really nice if this was like a, I don't know, whatever. Okay, see what we're getting at here? So run it up, double top. This could be a slightly higher high, it doesn't matter. It could be a cipher, could be a bat, right? It's irrelevant. Double top in this area, 50%. Sell back off, paint another higher low, and then that's your moonshot from here, right? From here to here. So you got 3 trades. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So you got 3R, 3R, 2R. So 8 to 3 on your money overall. 3 trades, right? In your favor. All right. Soul. Again, look at this. Massive amounts of hidden bullish divergence. Okay. Where we have an initial low on price, much higher low on price, with much lower levels of negative momentum. We turn that into 3x, 4x positive bullish divergence. It's more like 1, turning it into convergence on the back end. Tail end RSI, you got the momentum shift in momentum, right? Price action, momentum, shifting structure. And yeah, SOL looking very good. Doge. The Doge. All right. So Doge, zooming way out, right? Has barely even done anything. Okay. Yeah, it's critical that we get back above this A low right here. And we're basically like butting up against it right now. So that'll be a good sign, is something like this. Go up to 22, back test 20 and a half, and then keep running, right? So we got to start somewhere. All right, got to start somewhere. But Doge looking very good, especially just the fact that, I mean, from these levels, you have such massive upside, right? You're talking about 240% upside, right? With very, very, very little downside risk, right? Yes, 25% looks like it hurts, but in order to, you know, gain 240%, I'm willing to take that risk, okay? So, yeah. All right. What about the shitcoin Shiba? We'll look at shitcoin Shiba. The baby shitcoin to Doge, the baby Doge coin. But I mean, overall, I mean, this is like, I don't even think the Magic 8 Ball would have an issue here. Do you have an issue with Dodge pumping here, 8 Ball? No, the 8 Ball says ape in. So the 8 Ball, Magic 8 Ball has aped into Dogecoin. Okay? The Magic 8 Ball has aped into Doge. Sorry. All right, we got it. Copy that. Whoops. All right. That's one for the chat. Sorry. Here we go. Doge. Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball says we are good to go. All right. Moving along. FTT at entry. Whoops, magic 8 ball. Get out of here. Sorry. All right, FTT at the entry of our trade. We have we had this massive hidden bullish divergence into basically class A bullish. We had class C hidden bullish divergence into class A bullish divergence. Okay, so it's almost like this was here, and then we went from here to here. Okay. And if you look at this RSI, again, we've been watching this, right? We've been watching this sucker. And yeah, we had this breakout, kind of this back test, and now we're running. This is basically what it looks like on Litecoin's price, okay? Except the only thing is you're like just right here. So remember we just said it wouldn't be that crazy to back test it, right? And then run again, just like we did here on the RSI on FTT on the 12 hour, okay? And look at this momentum shifting, right? And price is just sitting at that entry, right? Where you have a nice solid entry area. If you look back to the left, we squared up the previous level, okay? So nice little entry zone. Pretty tight stop invalidation. I mean, you could be much looser on your stop. You can go 3 to 1, right? You can allow yourself 3 to 1 here if you're a spot trader, like Duck has been trading lately. See 3 to 1 right here? 3 to 1. That's what I was looking at. Watch this number right here move, okay? See as I move this, okay? We had this at like 7 to 1 or something, okay? We had it up here. So we can allow ourselves a 3 to 1 trade and remain extremely profitable, okay? So 3 to 1, actually looking back left, allows us to use this previous neckline as protection. You see that? Our stop would be actually below it. So it just depends on your level of leverage, but sometimes it's not worth being so high leveraged because you have to have such a tight stop like up here, right? But somebody in spot is probably not going to get stopped out even if this were to come down a little bit and they end up hitting their target. They end up getting their 100% even on spot, and the leverage guy gets, the leveraged trader gets stopped out right here, and then it runs, right? And he loses money, and then he rebuys in at the same entry. So he loses, you know, a big chunk of his capital before the run even happened. And this guy down here, you know, he just lost a little bit temporarily and ultimately hits his target, right? So don't get so caught up in that leverage stuff. Okay, Link, again, this is the only one we really haven't liked compared to everything else. It's good to see that you're getting some momentum shifting structure on the RSI. But, yeah, I mean, it's just not as discernible because you never really had anything. This is like bearish convergence, okay? This is not actually good. All right. So you see how price and the oscillators are all going in the same direction, and that direction is down. Okay, so in all reality, you should probably, I don't know, almost even raise this stop up and just get stopped out, or just exit this one, because like I just don't feel comfortable with this one at the moment. In order to feel comfortable, I would need to see a breakout of this downsloping trend line. Okay, and then price would need to like hold above it, right? That's how you would stay bullish. But right now, it seems as though it's not ready to give this one up yet, okay? So it seems more likely that you do this. All right, scenario number 2 is kind of the one that seems more likely right now for Link. I mean, it doesn't look anything like the Doge. Look at this. Look at these shit oscillators going down, okay, when price goes down. Now go to Doge. Price goes down. Look at these oscillators going up, up. Look at that. Back to Link, down. Doge, up. Down, up. Down, up. Okay? I mean, I don't know how to make it more clear. Okay, there's no need to fight. There's no need to be a Link bull right now when you could just be a Doge bull. Okay, we don't give a crap about the asset. We're not here for the tech. So yeah, like we're not here for the tech. So why are we gonna marry Link when it doesn't have a clear edge like we seeing on other things? Okay, Uniswap. Okay, look at this. Look at this. Bull pole, bull flag possible. Okay, if we have this big pole into a flag, okay, so it would be possible to break out here like this. All right, and if so, pretty sure that measured move would occur all the way through the flag, the pole all the way through, I believe, which does align with our target high up here. Looking back left on the harmonic, right? And interesting enough, like this has been the area that 1, 2, that would be like 3 strikes. So if we could just get back up there, right? Get back up there, puddle around in here a little bit, and then get out of that. I mean, that's where you get 39, okay? Now, of course, you can get a big fake out here and then just nuke, right? So there is a square up right there at 20 bucks. So be careful of that, right? Again, that'll depend on how Bitcoin reacts. So let's keep an eye on that. All right, let's check out OMG. Look at this. Dink. Just hit the target. Look at that. Remember we said, guys, go back like a bunch of streams. When we were down here, basically, we said if we could get back to 10 and above 10, we're going to go straight to 1232, whatever that is. And we went straight to, look at that, straight to it. Boom. So, yeah, we just took some profit right there. Sorry. Yeah, I'm taking some profit as like I'm talking to you guys. So, OMG, take profit, 1230. Target has been hit. Let's see. OMG. All right. So yeah, that is kind of interesting that hit a level, right, where other things are at critical support resistance levels, more resistance, right? Like Bitcoin's at a critical resistance, needs to break out. So interesting that OMG hit a target, right? And if you look back left, whoops, sorry. If you look back left, right here, look at this square up. You see that? Sorry. See that square up? Look at we just hit it, okay? Like to the freaking dollar, to the penny, because it's, yeah, like to the penny. All right. So don't fade the square up. This being said, it's highly likely that you backtest 10.25. Okay. And if that doesn't hold, you're going to see $9 again. Okay. If 10.25 doesn't hold, you'll see $9. All right. If 10.25 holds, maybe you see new highs. All right. But right now, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable letting that, we're long from down here. So I don't feel comfortable letting that ride any further. at this point in time. Okay. Whoops. XRP. XRP, look at this. Look at this massive, massive structure. Man, you really got to get it here. Minimum 786, okay? Minimum 786 here. This could be much, much higher. I mean, this could go 1618, all right? This could actually go, okay? This could go back to $3 kind of stuff, okay? So be aware of the XRP, but for start, I mean, let's just start with this, okay? Because even if you end up at $3, there's still a pretty high chance you just put in a higher low here, paint hidden bullish divergence, and then that's where you would run. So hence why we have the take profit target area anyways, okay? So watch out. Watch out. That being said, let's zoom in here. Zooming in, we have a breakout where we broke out once, twice, and now 3 times, right? So looks like it's really, really trying to break out here. Again, we never got the 786 completely. So there is this stupid chance that you do this. Whoops. Seven, 786. Okay. There's this really dumb chance that you do this. All right. That you just kind of walk it back down here, and then you just absolutely send it. Okay. So like this is not out of the realm of possibilities. All right. Watch out for that. Look, it would make a 618 down here too. Man, watch out. Watch out. I don't know. It's possible, okay? It's possible. It's not that crazy of a move. A spot guy would be down 9% right there. I mean, that's if you bought right now. I don't think anyone just bought. I could be wrong, but I feel like we bought a little bit better than right now, but I guess not by too much. Anyways, just be aware that, you know, this could technically not be done, right? This is not fully out of the woods. Not fully out of the woods. All right. So what we want to see in order to confirm is we need to break the high here and the high here, okay? So let's get above these, and then let's hold here at least, okay? Before making our way on to higher prices. That's how we know that the bottom is in, okay? If not, we will see the bottom be put in down here. Okay? Scenario 1, scenario number 2. All right. XRP. Stellar Lumens, man, same exact thing. This is like, it's crazy, right? 736. It's like, is it just taunting us? And I've seen it taunt before like this. This is why I'm a little skeptical, okay? 786 is just right here. But the thing about it is that it sweeps the lows, right? If you were a stop and your stop was there, this would get you. It would literally go and tag you out, and then it would put in a higher low, use your stop as support, and then rally, right? So like that little bugger is the culprit you got to watch out for, and it makes perfect sense. Like it just, oh man. All right, so just keep in mind on all of this. This is why we still have a few resting orders on some of these assets that are still below, okay? One could still be layered in through that 786, right? And your stop would actually be below X, right? So this is how you should be set up right now. Use the resting bids as, you know, protection from your stop, right? So anyways, YFI. Okay, YFI is still in the buy zone. This one, see, this one actually hit the 886. Okay, so this one is looking much more promising than a lot of the other stuff. Okay, doesn't have as much doubt about another back test, right? Much clearer invalidation point. So right now, I would say that YFI is like a store of value right now. Okay. YFI is the new reserve currency for the time being. Shiba shitcoin. Shiba the shitcoin. Okay. Made it to Shiba. Look at this. All right. Nothing but up. Okay. Nothing but up. And we've approached that 50% trend line. Okay. Of that median price action. Okay. So what's critical here is that we break above it, back test it, and then run to the top. And when we get back to the top, we're expecting a breach and a go because of how many times we've tested that area. Okay. So up would mean way up, right? From here to there, 81%. Okay. 81% move possible on Shiba the shitcoin. All right. Tezzies, massive hidden bullish divergence into bullish convergence. Looking good here. Again, this could still go 786 on you and go one more little lower low, just like that, right? Either way, not a big deal. You'd still be targeting $10. This looks really good. You maybe you even just sit sideways here, right? And just do a double bottom here. Okay, before back testing it as support. All right. So Tezzies still looking good. It's possible you fill a couple more bids like right here in the 786 area, okay? That's still possible. 11%. Okay. So worst case scenario, best case scenario, 72 up. Okay. Lena in the buy zone. Still. Okay. Nothing has really changed here other than, look at this. 8, 2, 6. Just taunting us. Okay. So what could happen here is we can move this buy zone a little bit. And this could go just slightly down to the 886. We'll call it 884. Okay. So it would just extend the buy zone just a hair. Nothing would really change too much. Okay. You've already entered the buy zone. Okay. Most of the buy zone has been breached, right? If I were just the buy zone, okay. If I were the buy zone, how much of the buy zone has been breached? Almost 55% of it, okay? If I were the buy zone, I've breached almost to the 618. Okay? Can't fit the buy zone, duck. Sure you can. Get out of here. Okay, Lena, looking good. We do have a quick request on algo, for example. Just to see if assets would look better elsewhere. And we have to do a total reassessment of algo as we have not been here for a while. Okay. Actually, algo, no, looks just fine. I would not exit my algo position. I would be looking at from here to here, and I would say that I have massive amount of hidden bullish divergence that developed. From there, I've turned my hidden bullish divergence into almost bullish divergence or convergence. Tail end RSI bullish divergence in development as well. This looks fine. Bulkowski double bottom. Okay. Tight stop. See if you could get $3 out of her. That'd be really nice to see. I'll go. Yeah, no, you're fine. Oh, yeah. Looks still good. Yeah. All right. Let's check on Bitcoin again real quick. Nothing has changed. We're still butting up against that critical resistance, right? We're still right there. Now, let's zoom in a little bit. We were looking at something. Okay. So we were looking at this in the Discord. So if you see, we have a bearish butterfly overlaying with a bullish cipher. Okay. So this is looking like it was the short entry area of the butterfly, right? See that? So now what we're looking for is the butterfly. Let's target just with the butterfly, okay? So I'm going to fib from from low to high. And I'm going to put 41.8. 41.8. Okay, let's remember that. 41.8. 41.8. Okay. And my target here, 41.560. So there's our zone. This is possible. Okay. This is possible right now. Possible in store. All right. By the time we get back down here, again, you would figure that this is a low, and now we would be painting a higher low. Okay. So drop one right in the cup. Let's see here. Let's try and get a little more accurate. We don't really care about duration per se, but let's just see what we could do here. The witch would be proud. All right, let's see right here. Nope, wrong one. I think it's a forecast. There we go. There you go. There's the forecast. Now, of course, what would we want to see to invalidate this is just simply close above it, back test it as support, and then run. All right. This would be, all this is over. It's just up only season. Okay. So that's, again, look, this is extremely low time frame. Okay. 15 minutes. So don't change your overall, spot total position because of a small little move. All right. This is just price action. Look, on the way down, there was plenty of ups, right? On the way down, there's plenty of ups, right? Didn't mean you had to close your short, okay? So on the way up, there will be plenty of downs, okay? On the way up. We're still overall leaning towards much, much higher prices. This is just a matter of maybe you get another little dip, and some of you who haven't filled can fill, right? That's all we're kind of looking at here. So OMG, look at that. Man. OMG. Don't really see too much going on here harmonic wise. Let's see. A little bit of a shark. So if we retrace 50% of the way, makes sense. We back test right to this trend line. Let's delete the fib. There's the back test, right? Previous, like, we had this trend line already marked there. So, and we said let's back test it, right? So let's go back to the 12-hour. There's exactly what we were talking about, right? 50% of the way back down, you morph into a 5-0, and you long again. Okay? OMG. All right. How do you do TA on something like ATA? What the fuck is ATA? This looks like you have plenty of information here. So looks like you have bullish divergence on the 12-hour. Okay. Tail end RSI bullish divergence. Looks like if we were to go to the daily, I would imagine this is, yeah, hidden bullish divergence on the daily. So you basically, I mean, you're starting to build a story, right? Storyline where you have hidden bullish divergence on the daily. Then you have classic bullish divergence on the 12-hour. Go to the 8-hour. Again, bullish divergence, class A times 3 on the 8-hour, right? Looks good on the, fairly good on the RSI. Could be a little better, I guess, but no, you know what? It actually looks really good. Let's zoom in on it. Yeah. Yeah. Looks just fine to me. Okay, so 8-hour confirmed go. 6-hour. Nothing crazy going on here. 4-hour. Convergence to the upside. nothing waning. 3 hour convergence upside, not oversold. 2 hour converging upside. 1 hour. Still converging to the upside, waning a little bit. 30 minute, 15 minute. Finally a little waning. And lastly 5 minute. Again, looks like you're going to go up. So not a lot of bearishness here. So I think from 4 hour is where you kind of get the indecision. So the only thing that you have going for you is you have a little bit of a square up down here. I don't think you're going to get it though. You're too bullish. That'd be a blessing. Anything in there would be a buy. Okay. Anything in there would be a buy. Because you're just looking extremely bullish, okay, on this. So I would fill long. If you're already long, just hold it. I feel like you're going to get potential upside. Golden zone. Deep retrace. Okay. Yeah. ATA. Looks good. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, you definitely had enough. You definitely had enough data here. I was looking at, what did you say, Holy? Couldn't that hit the 16182, the butterfly? Which butterfly were we looking at? Let's see. Sorry. I feel like it was Bitcoin 15 minute that he's talking about right here. And if I were the butterfly, could I hit the 1618? Yes. If I hit the 1618, what would happen to the cipher? It would be a shark because we've exceeded the 1414. Therefore, this target would turn into an 886 if that were to happen. Okay, this would become an 886 and you'd end up at 41.2 instead of 41.5 to 41.8. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Okay. Yeah, it's possible that this could turn into a butterfly, but then the yellow would turn into a shark. Currently, it's a butterfly with a cipher. Okay. All right. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Catch you guys back in the Discord. Duck out. Peace.